Kyle Buettner, ladies and gentlemen, is normally he's heard on Martin Kilcoyne's show and John Carney's show. You're Martin Kilcoyne's producer. And you've been doing this What Would Kyle Do segment, sort of the Heidi Glaus segment, but for radio.
Yeah.
Right? Heidi does, right? What would Heidi do? Or Heidi...
Yeah, but
what does she do over there?
Hers is Hey Heidi, where she goes to people, like here, they ask about certain landmarks or, hey, why is this happening?
Right.
As opposed to you, that you kind of risk your life when you're doing your
Heidi
stuff.
risks her life sometimes to get the story.
I wouldn't say risk my life. Maybe a limb.
Yours is a challenge, though.
You risk your indigestion.
Yes.
Yeah, later I'll tell you about the next food thing we got coming up.
No, all right, so you're 0 for 3 on food, and you're 0 for 1 on trapeze.
I completed the trapeze.
Yeah,
I got caught.
You didn't wear the
one...
You didn't wear the tutu, though.
No, but I completed it.
Yeah.
The trapeze was done.
All right, what'd you do today?
We went to a skate park with J-Lo, Johnny Lomax, who's a big skateboarder.
Yeah.
And skateboarding scares the bejesus out of me because when you fall, you're on concrete. I would rather get on the back of a bull and try to ride it for 8 seconds than to go to a skate park and try to...
Where is there a skate park?
It was in South County off of Telegraph.
Was it a real skate park, or was it like stairs that they
No, it was a real skate
Okay.
park, and I show up, and I have things I want to do this weekend. I don't want to be broken, so I'm putting on elbow pads and hockey leg pads, and I have a hockey helmet on.
And everyone's laughing at you.
They didn't laugh, but I think that's because they were all like 14, and I was a lot bigger than them.
Trust me, they were laughing.
Well, yeah, behind my
on
back,
social media, they were laughing at. Look at this dork.
Yeah, there was no one that came out and got after me too bad, but I'm sure once I left, they were like, who is this guy? But they might know Johnny, too.
So, hold on. So, you go to a skate park in South St. Louis and show up with a bunch of 14-year-olds. Feel a little old, did you?
I did. I feel that
now you know how
my
we
age,
feel.
Yeah, my age is not the time to pick up skateboarding.
Right.
But in my life, I've always roller skated, water skied, snow skied. I never went sideways. Like the wakeboarding, snowboarding, skateboarding. I've been on a skateboard like once, and I fell off when I was in high school, and I thought it was the worst thing ever. So I don't really know why we did this.
And Johnny Lomax gave you the skateboard?
Yeah, we used Johnny Lomax's equipment, except for I brought all my pads.
Right.
And it was actually not as horrible as I thought. The video's rough. It looks a little...
at the video right now.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, who was taking the video? Johnny Lomax?
Yeah, Johnny would be riding on his board next to me, and I also have a GoPro on my helmet. So when you see my point of view, there's a couple from my point of view, where the skateboard flies out and goes shooting up. And
This is for those of you who are watching on KTRS.com. This is really hilarious.
You're not going very fast.
well,
We're
I
not
think
going very fast.
sometimes the camera adds 10 pounds and slows you down 10 miles an hour.
It actually looks like you're doing slow-mo. It actually looks like
That's actually what we did. We broke that down.
It looks slow-mo.
It looks like the end of a sports movie where you're going across the finish line. You like from 6 different angles. You're going 2 seconds. Where's the skate park? Because is that all concrete?
It's right by Jefferson Barracks off of Telegraph.
Is that all concrete there?
Yeah, all concrete. It's very smooth. That's why he took me to that one. He said it wasn't his favorite one,
Right.
but it was the best one to take a beginner on.
Yeah.
I
And-
would be going slow too, though. I mean, we're talking concrete.
Well, that's why you wear
Bad
the. That's why you
injury.
wear the. How many kids were out there?
Oh, there's probably 20 kids. And they came out. There was kids on scooters, those push
Right.
scooters things, and
You get any pointers from them?
well, Johnny was helping me out, and I think they pretty much stayed. Well, nobody else there would have a helmet on. I wanted to go around to these young kids and say, "Hey, why don't you guys gear up a little bit?" They're all making fun of me. I'm like, at least I'm not going to be concussed after this.
Did you do any fakies?
I tried a fakie.
Yeah.
I also did a goofy foot.
Has that lingo?
I know. I'm like, how do you know that?
The fakie is backwards, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just agreed with you on that one. I think Johnny said that one time by accident. I did something resembling it.
Yeah, I did a half fakie once.
Where you went sideways?
I was talking to a skater once. I'm like, "What about a half fake?" He's like, "Those don't exist. That's ridiculous."
Yeah.
That's like a half a strike in baseball. I was like, "Oh, okay, never mind." All right. So, did you fall and break your head?
No, we did have some falls. Like I said, if you do watch the whole video, there is some epic. There was 2 pretty bad, like whoa, 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 slamming on my tailbone, but nothing has been broken, and the wrist survived. I even had hockey pants, like you.
So you're basically a poser out there.
Well, I don't even know what that means. I mean,
You don't know what a poser means?
Well, I mean,
Meaning that you're all geared up and have everything.
You have all the gear, but you don't know what you're doing.
but I had the wrong gear. I brought hockey gear to a skate park. I mean, I didn't go buy Vans.
Yeah,
to wear out there.
You were ridiculed by the 14-year-olds.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
But Johnny was ridiculing some of the 14-year-olds, so it all evened out, I guess.
All right, good. Did you at least? So overall, would you?
I would say skateboarding is pretty cool. I could see going out there a couple times and getting good enough to maybe grind on something or drop in from the top of the half pipe or quarter pipe or whatever you call it. I'm not going to because at this point in my life I can't break a leg and be off of work forever. But it was a lot more fun. I can see why it could be very addicting when you can't get that trick because Johnny was doing some flip the board thing over and then catch it. And
why don't we have film of him doing something?
We do.
Oh, okay.
We do. There's video of that also. So there's some how you should do it.
Right.
How you shouldn't do it.
So
we had a lot
before
of
and after.
Yes.
All right.
So we've got another food challenge coming up.
What's the food challenge?
I'm going to shuck oysters.
Oh.
Have you ever done? I've never done this.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I hope you don't lose a finger.
No.
It's not. Shucking oysters.
I don't even know what it. I should have looked it up.
I mean,
guess.
or not even lose a finger, but cut your. It's difficult.
Where are you doing this?
At Bristol Seafood. They gave.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I guess. Well, that's
Are you sure the name of the place?
That's 2 weeks away.
Okay.
That's 2 weeks away. This week,
in
tomorrow, I
Winghaven.
have to run a half marathon, so we'll talk about the half marathon next week.
You know, shucking oysters is not that hard.
Well,
I have no idea what it is.
Have you done it?
Yeah, I have actually.
I mean, it's not easy.
Well, it's not. It's not like drinking 5 milkshakes from Crown Candy. Are you gonna eat the oysters? Or are you just gonna
yeah,
shuck
then
them?
after that, we'll
you're
eat some
using a
raw
knife.
oysters.
I
know,
may go
that's
to
a-
that one because I love oysters.
You go there because it's an aphrodisiac.
I know.
Or-
I
Oysters.
asked them all that on the phone,
That's
and the
what
lady
they
was like,
say.
that's not really.
No, that's true.
Yeah, well, we'll find out.
Yeah.
You know,
Low T Institute, oysters. All right, so that's in 2 weeks.
That's in 2 weeks. Like I said, tomorrow I'm running a half marathon. So
And where's that? The half
That's in
marathon?
Valmeyer, Illinois. It's called the Hills and Hollows Half Marathon. I try to run one half marathon a year, and this one is great for the first 11 miles. Pretty flat,
Yeah.
got some nice downhills, and then the last 2 miles are all uphill.
They
All
hit
right.
you up the hill.
And you're going to have video of that as well?
Yes.
And what's coming up on Martin's show today?
On Martin's show today, we're going to talk about Ferguson a little bit, about this PR company that got fired, and then we're going to talk to Jeff Bernthal, who was in Ferguson last night, and then we've got a bunch of other fun stuff coming up from the NHR drag racing.
Oh, yeah, we're going to talk to the female dragster coming up here in a bit.
We've got her sister, I think, or I don't know,
Yeah.
somebody.
All right, good. And then maybe a little Cardinals. He's going to break down the Cardinals, how they're
Yes.
going to...
That's what we're going to talk about at the beginning of the show, how to fight off these Pirates who I can't believe they haven't collapsed yet. That's kind of their MO.
That's Kyle Buettner, ladies and gentlemen. And what would Kyle do? Hey, Kyle, why don't you shuck oysters next time? We're going to call it Hey, Kyle segment now.
hey, like hey Heidi.
Hey, Heidi.
Hey, Kyle.
Hey, Kyle.
Just make sure you wear gloves when you're shucking oysters.
You're kind of making me a little more scared of this than I think I should
It's
be.
not
Kelly.
that.
It
It's
can't-
not that hard.
There's
If
a
McGraw
knife
did it, it can't-
involved.
There's a knife involved in a lot of things.
Well, he's not slicing. He's
I
not
know, but-
Ginsu knifing it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
can
you're
shop
kind of
with-
doing a race against how many you can do in so many amount of time, right?
Well, they said contest, so I assume there's a time element involved.
That's okay. If there's a time element, and if there's a knife
Shucking
involved,
clams is maybe a little more dangerous, but clams aren't that dangerous either.
okay, we'll have to see the video.
Yeah.
There's a knife involved.
Find out about baked clams if this place does baked clams, because baked clams are the best. All right, Kyle, have yourself a good weekend. What? They are. They just you can't get good baked clams here in St. Louis.
I like a good baked
I like
clam
a good
myself
raw oyster,
sometimes.
though.
Yeah. All right. 8:53. Kyle, have a good weekend.
See you guys.
Good luck tomorrow.
Bye.